Today, we're going to talk about something really fascinating. It's a plant with these deep, deep roots in African tradition, but it's facing a huge crisis right now. We're talking about Mondia Whitei, a natural treasure that honestly holds so much promise, but it really, really needs our attention. So, what's all the buzz about? Well, to get it, you just need to hear its most famous nickname. Yeah, Africa's natural version of Viagra. It's a sensational title for sure, but that reputation, it's a powerful hook. It's been part of this plant's story for centuries. And now, ironically, it's the very thing driving both its potential fame and its potential destruction. All right, so what is Mondia Whitei really? Picture this. It's a climbing vine, a perennial one, that grows in the lush forests of sub-Saharan Africa. And for centuries, traditional healers and local communities have absolutely revered this plant for its powerful medicinal properties. And the real magic? It's all in the roots. Okay, let's get right to the heart of it, how it's been used for generations. Those roots, they have this incredible vanilla kind of ginger-like scent, and they were used as this super powerful tonic. It didn't matter if you were a man or a woman, this was the go-to remedy. It was all about enhancing libido, fighting off that feeling of being tired all the time, and just, boosting your overall vitality. Now, a plant this important doesn't just have one name. It has a bunch of them. And each one tells a story about how deeply rooted it is in cultures all across Africa. We're talking Kenya, Ghana, Malawi, you name it. Every name is like a little clue to its importance. Let's just take one, for example. In Kenya, the Luo people call it ogombo, and that translates to awaken life's desires. I mean, you can't get much clearer than that, can you? It just goes to show you how the plant's effects are literally woven right into the language and the culture. But here's the thing. Calling it just an aphrodisiac, that is a huge understatement. Mondia Whitei was a true all-in-one remedy. People used it for everything, to stimulate appetite, to help with indigestion, even to calm stress and anxiety. It was used for pain, for headaches. Heck, people even use it as a spice in their food. This thing was a cornerstone of traditional health. Okay, so you're probably wondering, is there any actual science to back all this up, beyond the traditional knowledge? And the answer is a big yes. Researchers have really started digging into Mondia Whitei, and what they're finding is pretty amazing. It's basically confirming what traditional healers have known for centuries. And this is where it gets really cool, where all the dots connect. So that traditional belief about boosting libido, well, science has found that it can actually increase testosterone and has an effect pretty similar to sildenafil. Yep, that's the active ingredient in Viagra. And that whole enhancing vitality thing, turns out it's packed with essential minerals like zinc, magnesium, and iron. It's like ancient wisdom walking right into a modern lab and saying, "Told you so." If we go even deeper and look at the actual chemistry, the root is just loaded with these things called bioactive compounds. You've got flavonoids, those are powerful antioxidants. You've got saponins, which help your body handle stress. And of course, there's vanillin, which is what gives it that sweet, spicy taste. But what's really amazing isn't just one of these things. It's how they all work together. It's like this perfectly mixed natural cocktail, a whole pharmacy in one root that gives it all these benefits. But, and there's always a but, isn't there? With all this scientific proof comes a massive problem. Mondia Whitei is stuck at a crossroads. On one side, you have this incredible global opportunity. On the other, the very real threat of it being wiped out. And that's the real conflict at the heart of its story today. So on one side of that crossroads, you've got the global wellness market, which is absolutely booming. Everyone is looking for natural, effective remedies, right? And Mondia Whitei? It's the perfect fit. People are already starting to grow it commercially and export it to Europe and Asia. We're talking about a huge economic opportunity here. But then, you have the other side of the story, the stark reality. Out in the wild, this plant is disappearing. It's becoming incredibly rare. The more famous it gets, the more pressure is put on the wild plants, and it's pushing them right to the brink of extinction. So why? Why is this happening? It's basically a perfect storm of three big threats. First, and this is the big one, overharvesting. Everyone wants the root, but to get it, you have to dig up and kill the entire plant. It's just not sustainable. Second, you've got habitat loss, forests being cleared for farms and buildings. And finally, and this is a huge piece of the puzzle, there's just a general lack of awareness. Most people, including the policymakers who could help, just don't realize how valuable this plant is, or how close we are to losing it. So, is that it? Is it doomed? Well, not necessarily. The good news is, experts believe there's a way forward. There's a path we can take to both preserve it and use it responsibly. So let's shift from the problem to the solutions. Okay, so what does that path look like? Thankfully, a lot of smart people have already mapped it out. Step 1, we need to push for sustainable cultivation. That means teaching farmers how to grow it from cuttings so you don't have to kill the plant to harvest it. Step 2, we have to educate people. Launch campaigns to let everyone know how valuable this is and why we need to protect it. Step 3, get governments involved. We need policies to protect Mondia Whitei in the wild. And finally, step 4, we need to support entrepreneurs who are creating cool new products with it. Teas, tonics, you name it. That gives people a real economic reason to save it. And this quote, it just says it all, doesn't it? Africa has long had the answers hidden in its forests and farms. What remains is the will to invest, research, protect, and promote them. The answers are there. The resources are there. The real question is, do we have the will to do what needs to be done? To protect these treasures so that they benefit everyone and are still around for generations to come? And really, that leaves us with one final and really important question. Because the story of Mondia Whitei, it's not just about this one plant. It's a test case, It's about a much bigger issue. Can we, as a people, figure out how to embrace the amazing treasures nature gives us without completely destroying them in the process, without loving them to death? How we answer that question is going to define the future for so many other natural wonders just like it.